From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Mac's, of course, at my bar, brought to you by our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group and at Cheers 904, another BTL segment. We're talking gun safety, we're talking business, talking a little ball, talking a little yoga, talking about helping people, and that's what we'll do on this segment. Let's welcome in the panel. Elliott Burnside is here from St. Nicholas Guns. Hi, Elliott.
Hiya.
How are you?
Wonderful, thank you.
Tell us about St. Nicholas Guns.
St. Nicholas is a very prominent gun store on Blanding Boulevard.
Okay.
We have significant inventory of weapons. We also have a 12-lane indoor shooting range.
Okay,
For
nice.
pistol calibers.
Beautiful.
We also offer instruction, concealed carry classes, as well as individual one-on-one classes on weapons familiarization, how to shoot, how to take them apart, put them back together.
Okay.
And all of it, every bit of it is done with recognition of how you do this safely.
Correct.
And you never point the gun at anything you're not ready to shoot.
Right.
And also I'd point out the fact that, we never see guns running up and down the street shooting anybody.
Right.
So it's all about human safety.
Okay.
And how we
Fair.
teach the human to use the tool.
Yeah.
So we have on-site instructors.
Okay.
And
It's a new venture for you, isn't it?
it is.
Yeah,
I just
congrats.
closed on the business in September.
Okay, great. How has it been going, and what are the challenges? Any challenges popping up right away?
Well, sure. There are always challenges of learning new systems, new processes.
Yep.
And in this particular case, we spent some time on the physical facility itself,
Nice.
making it sure that it's comfortable.
Okay.
We want it to be clean. We want it to be very pleasant. We want an environment where people have fun.
Yeah.
And where they look forward to coming to shoot.
Nice.
Because it is entertainment and it's a sport.
Yeah.
And we want
Stress reliever, I would imagine.
So I'm sure it is. Yes.
Yeah. And learning is the key.
Right.
Safety being the key. Thanks for being here.
Yes.
Really appreciate it. Major Harding is here. Hey, Major.
Hey, Tom.
How are you?
I'm good,
Client
man.
Focus Media. Welcome.
I
my
am.
friend.
First week here on the job.
I love it. New venture for you as well.
New
eh?
venture, yeah.
All right.
I was a general contractor for 30 years and sold my business, and then worked for a guy that I helped put in business for the last 7 years, and I kind of worked myself out of a job. And this opportunity, well, with Elliott, I asked him if he knew Mike White, and I said, well, you need to know Mike and Client Focus Media, and so I made the connection, and then Mike said, well, hey, man, you might be good, helping me out too. So
great.
It's a new adventure for me.
Listen, it's a really tough working environment around here.
Yeah, I see that, man.
Go see the HR. He's down at the end of the bar, right? He'll handle it. But great to have you on the show, and welcome to Client Focus Media. Sid McNairy is here. Hey, Sid.
Hey, how you doing,
are you?
Tom? Thanks for having me.
We're talking guns. You're talking.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
They
really.
do. Yeah, there you go. Tell us what you're doing, my friend.
Well, I've been known through coaching and into yoga and traveling the world as the secret weapon.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is I help people still their mind so that the gun's not blamed, right?
Okay.
So that they can actually step into a place of, here's who I am, I show up, and now I can be peace and bring power forward from that place of peace.
Absolutely. How long you been involved in yoga?
I started meditating when I was 8 years old.
Because you're a coach,
over
right?
45
Former
years.
football coach?
Yeah, you got it.
All
and
right.
so what I loved about it, because I was taught that through my soccer coach when I was young.
Yeah.
So when I became a football coach, I actually brought meditation and yoga into it.
Nice.
That allowed me to put those guys in the NFL.
Yeah.
To be
I
like
saw
you.
I saw where J.J. McCarthy, the Michigan QB, he sits in front of the goalpost meditating before every game.
Exactly.
And just blocks out whatever he's got to do.
I did reach out to him because my buddy Mike Mallory that I coached with at Northern Illinois, he's on the Michigan staff. So I said, hey, if he wants the actual meditation to make sure he keeps winning, he needs to hit me up.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, great to have you on the show. Keep up the great work.
Yeah.
Kris Wilson is here from MIE. Tell us about it. Yeah, man.
It stands for Modified Independence Evaluations. I'm an occupational therapist. I'm actually a medically retired U.S. Navy veteran.
Oh, thank you for your service.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Got hurt while I was in and caused me to have a bunch of therapy, and as a result, I became an occupational therapist.
Very nice.
5 years ago, I started my company, and what we do is we help seniors prevent the falls.
Okay.
Hopefully, they're not carrying a gun when they fall.
Yeah, right. They shouldn't need to.
No.
Let's hope not.
Hard to hold onto a gun when you're holding onto a walker with two hands. But, so we go into the home and we help seniors understand what they can do to make their home safer, because unfortunately the first fall earns them a walker or a wheelchair. And,
I know.
And it turns the whole world upside down. It's not just them falling and hitting the ground. It's the family that then has to go visit them at the hospital and make arrangements and all the talking that goes on behind the scenes.
We literally just went through that with my mom this past year. And
I'm sorry
it's
to hear
tough.
that.
Yeah, she's doing great now. We actually got her into the Cove in Marsh Landing, the assisted living. She's doing great, but those falls are no joke, and they do affect everybody.
Absolutely.
You know, you're supposed to protect your mom. Like, you can't, or dad, you can't be falling over.
Absolutely.
What about nutrition or lack thereof? Is that a big part of it, or lack of fluids, being dehydrated?
So actually, a lot of times our seniors are taking diuretics because they have some sort of congestive heart failure or something like that, which makes them have to urinate more frequently, which means that they already don't walk very well. Maybe they have a bad knee or something like that. They don't move as briskly as they used to. And that diuretic is pushing water out of them, which means that they're trying to move faster than their body can actually physically propel them. And then I'm an occupational therapist, so I talk about this stuff all the time. But gentlemen with bad balance standing up over the toilet, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, really. They talk about it.
Right,
That was too easy. I'm sorry. That was too easy.
You were worried about fitness second.
You fit in. Another good reference.
There you go. Coach Campbell's back. Coach, how are you?
Tom, I'm good.
Good to see you. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Are you over the hangover? I keep asking people that.
Listen, I considered going to get a weapon during the ball game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm disappointed, but at the same time, there's reasons, and I think that, as a former head coach, when you make decisions, it's not just off the wall. You don't just don't say, okay, I'm firing this guy or doing this, getting rid of this player. It's got to be well thought out, and it's a tough deal right now for them over there.
No doubt. So when you were a head coach and just coach with the Jags and whatnot, a lot of players carry guns or have guns.
Absolutely.
Right. There had to be you had to be worried about that. But did you bring in safety, instructors type thing? Like, hey, because I remember when we first got to Jacksonville, Skip Richardson got in front of us.
Absolutely.
And the rule back then was a 3-move rule. Like, if you had it in your glove compartment, not loaded, and it was locked, 3 moves till you fire, basically. Unlock, grab the gun, fire. Like, you had to have that. I wasn't a really gun person at that time, but how about you as being a coach? I mean, looking out for everybody, making sure everybody's safe. That has to keep you up at night.
We did that. We had an ex-FBI agent as a security guy, and we had him do a presentation, and I was in the service, so I knew how to handle a weapon, but you need someone with expertise in order to do it. And that's great about this segment because I think it's a big issue right now. I personally think if people know how to use and when to use, I think you're going to have a lot less problems.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And you should know how you fall when you get shot, too. So, talking roll. All right, that'll do it for us this time around. Make sure you check out all their great profiles at dailynewsnetwork.com. Until next time, be safe, definitely, and be cool. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right,
Cheers.
Good job.